Hello, class 12th. Now, about the Darwinism. According to the Darwin, every organism is having enormous power of reproduction, means that each and every organism can reproduce enormously, meaning that suppose if you take a human female, the reproductive age is from 15 to 45 years in general. 30 years, 9 months of gestation and 3 months of recovery. It means that easily a female can have 30 kids. But you will not see in the nature that all the human female are reproducing 30 kids or the progenies. The second point in Darwin is there are biotic and abiotic factors which controls the population. Same example of female in that social condition, the physical condition of the female and the child, the mental condition of the female and the child, and other than that, financial conditions, social factors, other factors are also there, so that the number of progeny will be under the control. The third point is every organism has to go for a phase of struggle for existence. For example, if in a pot you will see that you are sowing 50 seeds. Out of that, only 5-6 will be able to grow as a proper plant, because those are the one which are able to get the proper nourishment, water, support, etc. So, all are not able to survive. That is why struggle for existence keeps on going in the nature. The fourth point is all the organisms which are reproductively fit, survival of the fittest. Reproductively fit, they will have the species for the longer time period. For example, in case of a donkey, the progeny will be a donkey and the species will continue like that. Similarly, in case of the horse also, the progeny will be a horse and the species will continue like that. But if you go for artificial breeding between a donkey and a horse, you will see that you will get a first progeny, or the one generation you will get, that is of the mule. But mule is infertile or sterile, reproductively unfit. So there is no other progeny of the mule from the same parent. So in that case, if it is not a reproductively fit organism, it will not be able to go for the further speciation. New species cannot be formed or new progenies cannot be formed. So survival of the fittest, which are reproductively fit, is very essential. And the last most important point is there is a nature which also helps in the selection of the varieties. For example, if you will have two types of the beetles in the nature, that is one in green in color which are present in the grass and another one are brown in color present in the shrubs. A group of or herd of elephant that is passing through that place for the water, every time they are killing those green beetles because the elephants are walking on the grass, not on the shrubs. So the progeny of the green beetle will be less, the population will be less, not because of any variation or mutation in the green beetles in comparison to the brown beetle, but it is because of the nature. So natural selection plays an important role. So in case of the Darwinism, we are getting the 5 points. Just for a revision, it is every organism is having enormous power of reproduction. The biotic and abiotic factors controls the population growth. Every organism has to go for a struggle for existence. Those species will be able to survive which are reproductively fit, or survival of the fittest. And the last point is natural selection. Thank you.